All right, welcome back. Now time for us to discuss our business for today. I tell you, someone will come back. We'll talk about our top story for today. We concern the banning of music production and film production for Obodo abroad. Now, who actually come make this one known as the minister, and I actually come aside make this one known, Alhaji Lai Mohammed. In come aside make this one on Saturday. That was just Saturday we actually passed for inside Lagos when he paid a visit to the headquarters of the Copyright Society of Nigeria, COSAN. Now, he come outside, they shout on top of the situation whereby films, even reality TV shows and music, that they actually make them outside Nigeria for consumption by Nigeria. It also this situation don't actually destroy a lot of empowerment of practitioners inside the industry and also the development of the sector because they will carry production of reality TV shows, films, and music go abroad, go actually make the video, and then come to Nigeria for us to consume. That's not why we want to actually talk about this particular one today. You feel so not the way forward to actually promote our Nigeria content in terms of music, in terms of film production, and in terms of reality shows. Is that the right way to go? Speaking with us concerning the banning of music production, film production abroad, we get our own person always at attention, Bernard Akide in the house.
Morning, Ben. I know we're discussing entertainment. I almost wanted to intimate our viewers with all the entertainment gist we were discussing just before the camera came on. I'm at liberty to do so.
No, not at all. It's an in-house gist.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to be. I was waiting for my producer to give me.
That wasn't an entertainment. That was a self-realization.
That was in-house.
It wasn't entertainment.
No,
but it's
entertaining
in a way. It was quite entertaining.
Yeah,
and I'm sure I was entertained. Would love to give you a comment on it.
No.
Bam.
Okay, no, let's just
You know, every time when I look at some of these things that we discuss in Nigeria, my heart begins to worry that is it that we pretend not to know the situation of what's waiting day inside our country. Because if our minister go talk like that, you know, I understand where they come from, but is that the first time where we go see such things?
You say you understand where they come from in terms
Yes, I understand what they mean by, you know, I give one analogy. Say, be like, say, make you can't go China, go produce something, we be like Hawaii, come bring back on Nigeria. But we export our crude oil.
Bam. You don't talk with it.
We send it out.
Bam.
Bring it back.
Bam.
Oh, is it a new phenomenon?
In fact, the whole thing just, it surprised me. Like you rightly said, I know where they come from, I know where they go. Oyibo say some of the worst things were done with the best of intentions. Maybe it mean good, but the way he bring this thing come outside, it make people laugh. So many artists don't come out. In fact, social media was a go. A lot of people don't come out, don't talk, don't lambast the thing way in talk. Some people talk in some very colorful language, where we know even if we talk on air. But you know, like you just rightly said, it be like say sometimes we know to know. I mean, I don't talk before when we talk about education. I say the first course where some of our leaders need na priority. Supposed to priority 101 as a course in school. Make we know the thing where we really supposed to do. Our scale of preference, as Chukudi will talk, you know, our scale of preference. Make we build that scale, make we know what we supposed to start with, what we not supposed to start with. Now, the minister come and say they want to put a ban on you know, shooting music videos and other productions abroad, you know, based on what's inside the law. Now, the law say there must be something, you know, something of Nigerian content in whatever you are bringing in to make it acceptable by Nigerians. There must be some part of it must be Nigerian. Percentage. Now, yes, some percentage. Yeah. That one no means
don't we have bits
you
in
have
it?
to shoot it. Exactly. Now, we have as long as a Nigerian is in that particular production, I think it has Nigerian content. If you ask me. As long as there are some Nigerian elements infused into it.
I saw one of Whiskey's video. Ankara, he wear the same Ankara where they used to do the backdrop.
Yes, not even Whiskey alone. Even though people say don't use Ankara, their own thing. Now, before we even go there, more not to digress, let's come back to the meat of the discussion. The cocoa now be say, you say you want make we do our things for here, our own things, so that people go fit consume them, so that it go turn to revenue for our own industry, for our people, for the workers and all of that, and for the government as well. But the first question, and I thank God they himself address them. The first question is enabling environment. Do we have the enabling environment? Now, instead of being talk, say, they would like create the proper enabling environment so that our artists, our performing artists. But you see, please, one thing
I want to just hold you on that. He said he will create an enabling environment.
Yes.
Then that means they want to defy restructure.
No, but before they create...
Because as far as I'm concerned, if you say you want to create an enabling environment, that means you want to make Nigeria good.
Of course.
That means you want to provide light. You want to provide better policies.
No, don't go far, don't go far. Before you talk about policies, the first thing is providing light. As a matter of fact,
But before we know this is such a meaty topic that it no go sweet make we discuss only us. We need to allow our people to get into this discussion because we want to know what in the Nigerians feel. It's not only affecting us. There are many artists out there in different parts of the country. When you get up say, it's cheaper for me to shoot in Ghana than even in Nigeria because at least I don't go need to carry generator go set.
God bless you.
I've seen companies, because of the loudness of the generator, you have to even rent a truck to carry the generator far.
Yes.
Do you know how much it costs?
But please, that is even different. Look at our Nigerian movie industry. How many of our content are produced abroad?
We will leave our phone lines open for people to call us. Feel free to call us on top 012-772-195, type in at 012-777-7195 or 012-778-195. Our toll-free number there for you to call us. That's 0800 Wazobia TV. We talk about the ban by the federal government, proposed ban to stop music and video production abroad. They say we need to make sure we do everything in our very own country. So many people don't come outside the object. But what do you think? Our phone lines are officially open for you to call us on top.
When you actually mentioned artists coming outside to actually question this particular talk, now let's just take from the side of Young Six. Now, one of the popular Nigerian artists. Now, he come outside talk say, refer the minister Alhaji Lai Mohammed as an hypocrite because in children they abroad they study in different universities abroad.
Well, the truth be said, this one will be waiting. We no. After all, some days ago we see the graduation pictures.
It was everywhere.
Exactly, son. Yes, you know. So look, I don't, and this is where I'm going to come in now. If you have the money to do it, I don't blame you. Unfortunately, the truth be said, yes, our own schools and our own industries are not really growing.
We get a caller, and we need to start taking it on time because time they run. Yeah. Good morning to you, Naya.
Good morning.
Hiya, good morning.
Everybody, good morning.
Good morning.
Person when in house they born, in living house, got the pursue rat for bush. Now we think they do this Nigerians with this. They do our government with that. Fulani herdsmen are invading almost all the communities in Nigeria. They sideline that one. Nobody is taking serious precaution on it. Nobody is saying anything about it. The thing that they want to focus on is movie industry. There was, I think some months back, there was a video Omoni Opoli released online on the blogs. I saw it. If you see the way they were harassing this woman.
Yeah, Agberos.
If you see the way they were harassing, she was crying. Her own sweat. Oh. The other day I was passing at Tidumabon. Some people were shooting. To get one scene, I know that they shot more than 50 times. Just one scene. If they are shooting, these guys will jump from here and interrupt. They will beg them, they will give them money. Another group will just... I went to visit someone. I was just standing upstairs. I was just looking at what these people were doing. I said, so this thing we're seeing and buying for 150, this is what this is the pain these people are going through to make out such things. I give kudos to the entertainment industry. We are still talking about all these things. We don't have light. We don't have enabling environment. We don't have film village. Film villages like other people. The place you would think that is a fine place you're going to shoot, they will disturb you there. The main thing that we're supposed to be talking about is this sideline. They are talking about we're exporting crude and we are refining it and bringing it back. Our people, the government officials themselves, their children are going to school abroad. And they will come back to Nigeria and work, and they will get jobs more than you who is even schooling in Nigeria.
They give them
their certificates have been preferred before your own.
Wow, thank you very much, Naya. We get SMB on the line. Good morning to you, SMB.
Oga Bernard.
Good morning,
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Oga Madam, good morning. Prince,
morning,
good morning, Luchi,
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Let me go straight to the point. Actually, sometimes back, we are calling on Nigerians to embrace homemade products. So along the line, there is no difference in terms of this issue. But the question is, 1 million questions that Nigerians are asking. Is the federal government serious about this issue? Are we ready to face the challenges? Because I could remember sometimes back, one of our representatives from Kano bring a motion or come up with the issue through that consequency project to build a being village in Kano State. But it has become a big saga in Kano where to the extent that they cannot even do it. And we don't know how far about the story or something of that nature. And if we have that kind of a thing in Nigeria, even though like Kano and some other northern states, They will talk about Sharia thing, all this and that. But there are things that thing cannot affect their living or something of that nature. Are we ready to face the reality? If we are ready, it's good to encourage our own-made product so that some foreigners will come in and invest their money. It's like the government are ready to invest money in the entertainment industry. But how true is this? Are they ready to invest money in this entertainment industry? Because entertainment industry is a global issue and is generating big money in everywhere. But the question is, are we ready? How many film villages are we ready to build in Nigeria? And which states are we ready to build that film village? So that some foreigners will come in and invest their money in our country. Let them
I actually like that question.
Yeah. It's encouragement. We like it.
Thank you so much, SMB.
Wow. Thank you very much, Harry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I just love waiting SMB talk.
What do you want to talk about?
How many film villages are we ready
now,
to
true.
build?
To be honest, I love this point about film villages, because the truth be say, we cannot.
And let's please, before we even talk, remember that Tinapa attempted it.
Well, even the northern
continuity now.
And maintenance.
The truth is this. Yes, that's what I said.
The
truth is this. In fact, if you go back back then in Jos, where we used to have trainings and all of these film schools, where we brought up all these past soap operas in the 80s, like Kokora Dawn, Mirror in the Sun, Checkmate and all of that, where they train people. Now you find out those things no day again. I've been going FRCN training back some years back, and I've been asked one of our trainers then say, why we say things they change now? They say because there's no longer emphasis on training and on filming and film villages. Now, before SMB being called, Naya been called, talk about something. Talking about the enabling environment. Now, most people talk about light. I want to start from where Lolo talk about power is the biggest enabler that we can have in this country. Yesterday, 2 days ago, myself and our producer have been the come out and we enter one of these call cabs. And this particular matter been the trend on our radio station, Nigeria Info, and they talk about the thing. Now, the truth be say, I've been telling the cab driver, say, look, if we have proper power supply, not even just entertainment alone, low-income earners like barbers and hairdressers, their income will increase. Because if you see the amount that these people they spend to run gen, to power their businesses, it's a ridiculous amount. At the end of the month, let alone the whole year. And now that's just to power a small shop. Now imagine say you want to do a production which is supposed to take you 15 days. Because of power supply, like Lolo talk, sometimes you go need to rent truck, rent cable, we go take the gem far away.
Deal with the area boy menace.
No, they come to area boy. That's just power supply first alone. Now come to waiting Naya talk. Say people they shoot, they see people they jump in and out.
We get Darlington calling us from Lagos.
All right.
But I love that line of conversation.
We'll get back there.
Good morning, Darlington.
Hello, Darlington. You still on the line?
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, Darlington. I bet you're going to need to reduce the volume of your TV set.
Hello.
Reduce the volume of your TV set, please, Darlington.
Yes, like I said, all these things going on in the country. Hello.
We can hear you.
Hello. Good morning.
Go ahead, please. Will they hear you, Darlington? All right, Darlington, you're going to need to call us back. You're going to need to please call us back.
Switch off the volume of your TV
set. Yes. Very quickly, we have in the talk, we say, this thing about, area boys and touts coming, as a matter of fact, I don't think you can experience it worse than you do it it happens in Lagos. Yeah. For about 2 years, they do traffic reporting for Lagos, and when they go up and down, we no fit drop camera anywhere for Lagos without some boys coming out. They go first ask, na advert to they shoot. If na advert to they shoot, they go say our money na 2 million. Our money na 500,000. We go at Jegule one day go shoot and they say we want to shoot advertise. Some people don't shoot advert before. Their money na so amount. I say look, this is the news. This is news, right? This is reporting. It's news. We guys convince them. But thank God say we dey carry Mopo join us. It don't reach essence where we say one time we dey shoot for one of the bridges for Lagos early in the morning before sun come out, and area boys they come out. Mopo guys shoot in the air to disperse the thugs and the touts. Now, when they talk, say, instead of going outside, these things don't. Yes, these things don't happen in so many countries where they know the importance, the value, the advantages, and the income that entertainment brings. So, because of that, part of the enabling environment, not just power supply, but also security is very sacrosanct. Now, we don't talk about building film villages like SMB talk, which is lovely. Infrastructure. It is also a beautiful way to develop the country. I'll tell you how.
Foreigners
now, and even before even talking about foreigners coming to shoot here, these film villages, the truth be say, don't look at Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. Take them to states that don't have anything.
Yes.
Where noise no good day. Go build clear. Look at, I keep telling people about the story of Brazil. If you say what's the capital of Brazil, people go say Rio de Janeiro. It's not. It's Brasilia. But people don't know because when they want plan Rio de Janeiro, they say we need a city, a place where we say we go carry business go. People go face that side. What do? They clear land. They go deep inside, clear bush, clear land. created a new village, and business is dead here. Now, Rio is the commercial hub of Brazil, while Brasilia is the country capital. If we do these things in 3 or 4 different states, say, go Ogbomoso, go Kafanchan, go Jeba, go to some places that people don't really talk about and build this infrastructure.
And attract a lot of commercial
people
will not be watching Captain America where they say they shoot in Lagos.
Which
no, but you know, say Bernard,
it wasn't even in Lagos.
They had to
this one also sparked a situation where one of the last reality show we share where they carry and go outside Nigeria. Where some of the ministers come outside, they talk, they question why they have to carry a reality Nigerian content to a country like South Africa.
People even explain. I don't even answer this thing on social media.
Even the last time when one other reality show, before this last one happened, the last time we Ibishele, they were out of light for 4 hours. They did it in Nigeria. For 4 hours, they were out of light. They lost a lot of money. They lost a lot of content. In fact, they got to tell we viewers don't even know what happened.
To share people.
Yes, was still a big.
Was it ever shot?
There was a reality show that was shot. Yes, that they did in Nigeria.
You see, reality shows.
Even to build the house where they used it fueling, empowering that house 24 hours. The cameras they had to install all around the whole place.
It still boils down to the enabling environment.
Even if you can power your house, right? Your next door neighbor, you know, go on your own gen. Now, this is a production. Yeah. We are in a production studio right now. You know, sometimes they do something outside. We know the importance of sound coming into your production, and we know how difficult it is to control it. You know, so they get so many things. Eventually, we don't talk about the problems now. Of course, maybe on the turn of the hour, we're going to need to still, you know, come back. We will talk about the things that they're supposed to do. What they never do.
But Bernard, you know what? Now, even they in support of what the government talk about, will defend my reason why. We're going to need to buy more break first. We need to buy more break first. By the time we'll come back, we'll get news at the top of the hour. And of course, we'll see they continue with our phone lines being open, not going anywhere.
Good morning, my beautiful country people. How na day? Yes, na the Papa informate. On top of the Good Morning Nigeria show, I don't carry on for this wonderful morning. My name, Najibike Ogunlade. On top of our very first story this morning, yes, we don't hear so we're asking President Ogayemi Oshibajo now. He don't order for extra security inside Kaduna State. On top of the Bege, and we say shell inside that place, where we say plenty people being by for the Kajuru local government area of the state. Now, inside the state, and we say Professor Shibajo been bring come out on top of this level, instead of don't carry and doing own pele, give all the people we say they affected, all the palace males of the people we say they affected, the government, and the people of Kaduna State, and also have done 3 better salutes. Give the state government and all the security joint bodies where we say quick, then being go and salvage the situation. According to the statement also, Oga Oshibajo been here, so with federal government, so said they no go stop all the betterness we said then they do. I mean they no go shift on top of efforts we said then they do to make sure say lives and property being there secure for all we Obodo people. And also Oga Oshibajo been here say all we Obodo people we say they inside southern Kaduna plus every other place inside we Obodo say they mean get rights to live in peace. I mean federal government don't consider this one as very important sacred duty. Yeah, so don't hear so we say they don't pass the whistleblower protection bill, and person we say sponsor this one. Now Senator Biodun Olujimi. Now inside the report we say they talk before they pass them. Now the chairman of the Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters, Senator David Umaru Binyan said they been do better, strong work on top of this level to make sure say this bill say go stand the test of time. Now the committee chairman Binyan said this bill also say this one go help ginger and encourage all those people where we say them we won't give informate about people where we say then they spend money inside a very malicious way, whether na individual or whether na public officers or whether na corporate bodies. And also, and then Binyan said this bill say all these matters where we say they go talk on top of this level, say they go make sure say they chook eye well, investigate them and make sure that they handle them exactly the way we said the law supposed to handle them. Now, waiting Oga Bukola Saraki, that one our Senate President, get to talk on top of this level. I mean, answer this bill, so where we said that don't pass, so a very, very important one, so a landmark event where we say go help all we people where we say get we inside their hearts, especially the ones where we say they risk their lives in this fight against corruption. Now, we don't hear say one bill where we say then one use take establish one center where we say that they call National Renal Center. That's a place where we say they go do everything about kidney or research or cure or medication or yes, we don't hear say this bill so say it don't pass in second reading. Now we hear say this person where we say sponsor this bill now Honorable Bede AK. I think I said this bill so say the ones that take create center where we say the work where we say their center and go they do so they go they research any kind of thing where we say fit cure kidney disease. I be things where we say go fit to prevent them and also the management of kidney-related diseases. Now, according by Oga AK, even here say medical sabi people, they don't come out here and say many of you people they die every day from kidney-related diseases than malaria and HIV/AIDS combined. Also, Oga AK been they explain, say out of the 50 people where we say supposed to be on top dialysis, that one are the medicine and the treatment we say they give people where we say get anything concerning their kidney, say less than 1,000 of them not fit afford them because of say resources not there, also facilities not there on top this level. Now we have said the house where we say person where we say they inside the house when they discuss this matter, that the deputy speaker himself, Yusuf Lasun, I think he don't hear and say this bill said so made them carry and give the House Committee on Health Institutions made them also for that work on them to perfect it and for the use inside Wiobodo. Now, yes, we don't hear so with one federal high court inside Lagos. Actually, the federal high court inside Lagos, yes, we don't hear so for now, say that don't temporarily colobi one property. So this property, it is a Banana Island. Then we use about $37.5 billion take buy this property by 2013 for 2013. And the person who will say buy this property now will before Minister of Petroleum Resources, Mrs. Diezani Alice Madueke. Now, according to the papers where we say EFCC been carry give court on top this level, then we say this property say been get about 24 apartments. It can't get 18 flats and 6 penthouses. Now, on top of this level, court don't come out. I said for now, so they don't temporarily Colombian. And also, it get about $2.740 million and 84.537 million naira where we say then collect as rent from that property. So federal high court don't also here and say that's money, say na their own. Now, Justice Chuka Obiozo said for this one yesterday on top of the application where we say EFCC been carry give them. Now, we say this case so say they don't carry go August 7, 2017 inside court for anybody where we say they're interested inside the property and the money where we say they don't collect to make all of them call appear for court. Now, inside small business story, as you don't hear, say we Obonge federal government, they don't come out here and say they ready themselves to stop the importation of fuel by 2019. So this one now with the approval of a new national oil policy where we say the Federal Executive Council don't put for ground. Now, we Minister of State for Petroleum, Mr. Ibe Kachiku, been explain to Tori people, so this policy where we say they don't put for ground, so say the ones and take reorganize NNPC for greater work and greater accountability. Now, we say this one where we say they do so. Now, follow up to the national gas policy where we say they've been considered 3 weeks ago. And we say this policy where we say they bring for ground so they want to make sure say Nigeria be moved from an oil to a gas-producing nation. And for my last story now for inside the United States, you don't hear say the United States Supreme Court now say they don't reject one attempt by the President Donald Trump to include grandparents and other relatives of U.S. people who say they stay inside U.S. say they want to restrict all of them and want to include them inside their travel ban from the 6 countries. But now the judges will be say they on top of this matter, so they may say they don't government being gets the right to enforce a separate ban on top refugees. Pending the time where we say government appeal go come against the federal court order. Now, we have said these 2 things where we said they discuss so then these 2 things are part of an executive order where we say Oga Trump being issued for March 6. Now, this one where we say Supreme Court been they push for, then they mean say grandparents, grandchildren, auntie, uncle, nieces, nephews, cousins, even siblings-in-law of those where we say they stay inside the United States, say they're not covered at all by the current 90-day ban on the people where we say they enter from the 6 Muslim majority nations that are Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. All right, that information don't bring for now this wonderful morning. Yes, and don't forget to on top any other kind of information, our website today, www.wazobiatv.tv. The Good Morning Nigeria show still to continue. My name, Najibike Ogunlade.
All right, yes, you're welcome back to your Balanced Diet Entertainment. So thanks very much to GBK for that news which she gave us on top of the Good Morning Nigeria show. Okay, now still on top of what they talk before we buy break. Now on top, the federal government to ban production of local music videos and even movies for indie abroad. And of course, we don't discuss about the against people with Bernard Akedebe also took out and give reasons why he no dey in agreement with the federal government talk. On the other hand, we don't bring, of course, Esugo Chukwudi, where it be like say he is in support of waiting Lai Mohammed become outside talk based on the statement where he be made during by the time when this informate will come outside on top social media. So Chukwudi, Esugo go also tell us a reason why he feels say the government has a right to do a ban if that is what the content of the conversation be all about. Chukwudi, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you very much. All right. You see, the matter now say, since the Honorable Minister for Information and Culture make that statement on Saturday, he don't make two other comments related to the speech when he give that Saturday. Now, people take that speech as in take talk come they react. Now, people when they're the creative industry, when they channel a lot of resources into trying to bring their ideas when they think of into reality, make people enjoy. They go they paint with waiting they feel say that speech they talk about. But based on say okay on our speech, the Honorable Minister just come deliver. He did different from saying sit down, come explain what he mean. The two opportunities when he don't get since that they don't really make the matter they very very clear. Now it is very very important make we point out say nobody gets right to trample upon the rights of other people. Creative person won't get the money, when won't go anywhere, even if na FIR, he won't go produce what he won't produce. Get the rights to produce them. So long as say what he go do, go conform with the existing laws. Now talking about existing laws, we get the NBC. The NBC now the joint body for Nigeria when we say they regulate how people they do things when concern maybe broadcasting for inside of Bodo Nigeria. Now he go talk and say people they take advantage of loopholes that is some kind of gap when they inside the NBC code. For example, Big Brother Nigeria and Nigerian content when you produce for inside South Africa for Nigerian consumption. What in they try talk we say inside that NBC code, then go do them in a way when we say if you want to do something for we when be Nigerian based content, you must produce that for Nigeria to enhance capacity building. And the capacity building are because of Nigerians when go get job. For example, if we give example say if you want to go shoot film for Ghana, some people they pay the actors they pay like $1,000, the directors they pay like $5,000. Then they pay them into the coffers of the Ghanaian economy. And he can talk and say if we get that kind of thing for Nigeria, our cameramen, soundmen, lightmen, and other people, it go they create jobs. That one a good thing if you look at from one angle. But then again, people don't talk about putting the cart before the horse. If you come out and talk, say, okay, the reason why I want to do this is because of capacity building, so that Nigerians go get job. You supposed to play your own part so that you go meet these people halfway. Then get the creative ideas. Then get the money to produce. Now, waiting be the thing when you they bring on ground, when go allow them fit do waiting they want to do without stress. You know, say to produce, like for example, a music video in the United States of America or South Africa, where plenty of our brothers and sisters they go, it go cost you like if you go do like 3 for the price of 1 inside of Bodo Nigeria. Because for example, you go gas get security because area boys they always they trouble people where you go source for location, you go sort people. Number 3, you go pay for power. That one they very very important. But if you go those particular places, the wage they fixed. Because they get cameramen when they on standby, when just they wait. May you just come, may they just press camera, may they just direct. We get plenty music video directors when they relocate. I know somebody, Patrick Ellis, when we say in Nigeria in the shoot, now in the Atlanta. They enjoy himself for inside that place. Let know they take light. You know, they warn himself, say, Agbero go come the place when anyone can't do those kind of things. So the government supposed to put a lot of things on ground, just like the American government support the concept of Hollywood, so that these people go, they happy with what they do.
Yes, I think I understand the, when we start this conversation, I say I understand the angle.
Of course.
Where our
minister
they come from. But I think that we always put the cart before the horse. Yeah. We already, everybody did on edge. People, they feel like, say, they struggle to make this thing happen. And yet we see they put Nigeria flag on top of it. But now putting, and you know, say Nigeria, once they put something, they go don't make a law before they think of all the other big way if it costs. And it go cost people.
Very true.
Now they make people fear.
Very true.
Say, hey, you know, say Nigeria, they go tell us, say, they know they increase the oil. But once we don't hear up, we know, say, things don't they in pipeline to cost trouble.
But you know what we supposed to do? We supposed to pull resources as a people to force the hand of this particular people. May I give scenario? All of us, they for bus stop, they wait. One bus drive come, say 100 and 100 and we say no, now 15 and they carry on. Somebody go look, say, and this 100 naira, maybe not just 100 naira. Tomorrow we not go pay the 100 naira, the person enter. And all of us just look, say, okay, if we force them, they go stand down, say, we know they enter this thing because now 15 naira. You know if you just come, just talk, say now 100 naira because maybe something happened, traffic there for front, you just say now 100 naira and the rest of them like that. Now, as a unit, if they feel galvanize or they come together and say, okay, oh, this man now, waiting he don't talk, at the end, he said a capacity building. It go create jobs for people because we get people if we do this particular thing for Nigeria.
But Chukudi, you just talk and now say if as a unit. But when there is disunity,
now the problem,
people not get the same
now
out.
problem be that now. Because people don't get the same out, they will continue to exploit to
now. Bernard will come outside just before you come in. Bernard will come outside, they talk about some of the things we need to do. We need to put in place like film villages, and do this infrastructure, do that one. But some people will not come outside and say, creating this thing is not even a problem. In fact, there is money for it if you check.
We have even created something that look like it.
But law. And I said, what has the maintenance value been? What has the consistency been? Because even the one we Lolo just mentioned now, if you look at it is back to Z0. Maintenance is a bigger problem than actually building.
You was saying that organize. Do you know why I give the film industry a lot of props? Because this industry has been able to build itself despite from nothing. I remember the year of home video, where we see they do, but you can see improvement. I think that the government needs to cut them some slack. What we need now is to find how investment will enter into this industry.
But you know,
to even make it easier for them. If you say they should not go abroad, then why would I was on set in Jennifer's Diary? We had to stop a shoot that day because of area boy menace.
You know, my biggest problem now, nobody say the minister come out and talk this kind of thing. Like I said earlier, some of the worst things were done with the best of intentions. Now I believe say he get better intention with this thing when he talk. But now the way he take put up for that speech when he talk, say a ban. Like Chukudi been talk, you cannot take away the right of people. If I get the money to travel, it's like saying, we understand, say this thing for capacity building and nation building. It's like when it comes some years ago, just like SMB been talk, when he talk about, say, buy Nigeria to grow the Naira. There's no problem with that. But I always talk this thing. They can always say Adam Smith talk for one of the economic books. He said, it is not from the benevolence of the butcher that we get our dinner. But because he won't make his own profit. So I cannot say
like us.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, I don't go talk say because I like Nigeria. I have the capacity, I have the means to produce good music videos, good movies, quality movies. But because I like Nigeria, I will make substandard movies in Nigeria here because I want to grow the Naira. Not be so. The point is this. If I have the money, just like Chukudi be talk, where they happen for Ghana, and I said earlier, they will put some kind of small embargoes, some kind of small taxations, some kind of small, not fines, taxations, levies that you pay. Say, if you go, exactly, if you go produce movie, you go shoot music video, you go do any kind of production for outside, we will accept it based on the fact that, like you said, the NBC code, based on the fact that, say, some Nigerian contents go there inside, some Nigerian material go there inside, and then they go there some small fines go also there. Sake of say, you bring a call from Obodo Ibo, so you guys drop some kind of small money into the coffers of our own industry here to grow our industry.
Do you know why a lot of people would disagree with this statement? It's because it's another leeway to make it harder for the people that already their industry is difficult.
Yes, but this is...
By the time we say put taxation, you would think that, oh, why do you people... I believe that, maybe because I've been abroad. Nigerians have... I don't think Nigerians are under the impression that we cannot pay tax or we do not want to be levied. if we are seeing the result of the levies and the taxation what they collect, now there people go say like you collect taxation for this one, no light.
What I want to conclude, we say now with those, of course, the government, by the time these things are set in place, these rules, these laws don't they move, the government go on they work towards building, you know, proper facility and infrastructure for production of movies, of videos, and anything that has to do with entertainment. And then anything where, but we need honest people, and that's where my problem lies. Any extra thing where they come from these levies and fines will also go into the development of the sector.
You see, the truth is, all this talk when we talk, we go talk from A to Z, we no get results. Because first and foremost, like I talk about people pulling resources, the people when they don't care about what you want. True. For some of these people, the film village when they build, now for aesthetics, make we feel tell the other political parties say we build, make them snap picture, make them cut ribbon, make it be like say then they walk.
And that's where it ends.
If you no put, if you not put, even the so-called movie, the so-called creative people, then they divided amongst themselves. They get people when we say they do runs, they chop the sweat of other people through piracy. Yeah. For example, we get Asaba Wood, what they call them. We get Nollywood. Yoruba people did their own. We get Kannywood and the rest of them. There's no unity. Yeah. If these people no people resources, the person where you every time we sit down and say government, they don't care about you. They do not care about you. Today, if they come and talk, say they won't ban, what do we want to do? We go come here, we go argue, they go ban the ban, nothing will happen.
Honestly, this discussion is something where we now the discussion where you would call open-ended. That means say it's subject to discuss from now till tomorrow. But thank you very much, Eziguchukudi. Say we they call you, they come. And Ben Adakere, thank you for your wealth of knowledge. All right, on so we see I'm on top of the show today. Very, very interesting show that we get Monday to Friday on top of the show. If you didn't miss Sam, trust me, your morning is not starting on the right note. My name is Omotide Lolo, one of every. Get better day for work.
And of course, to get the roundup of everything we don't talk about from Monday, go reach Thursday, you're going to need to stay tuned with us again tomorrow from 7 to 8:30. My name is Naluchi Inobong. Make you do well.
Not true, the both all of us talk. Tinapa is there now, they've wasted
maintenance
money.
Is my
issue. It has become a government
It has always been my issue.
You know why maintenance? To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.